Hello, stat students. I just making the video that I promised that I would make after the scores were dropped. I'm gonna have to be totally honest with you. I was hoping for more, especially in the five world, but it just didn't work out. I've been racking my brain about it all morning, and Mr. Hennessy and I did our annual bike ride and talk about scores, and I kind of came up with a few. One is so many of you came in and thought the test was easy, and I told you that the harder the test is, the more that it favors us. So that could be part of it. I've also, and I know I've talked about this, I don't like my bubble of ignorance to be popped, but perhaps last year there was a bit more cheating going on than I was giving credit for, because just the results, because I graded y'all's test. I know you knew it better than the previous year. But anyway, again, I don't mean to sound down. We still, our average score for the whole, oh yeah, also, by the way, all the complainers about Coach Beal scored significantly higher than my kids did. So any complaints of what was happening there, clearly it wasn't a big enough of a problem the results speak for themselves. But anyway, the average was 3.23 for the school, which it's funny that is disappointing, because that's ridiculous. That is disappointing. And again, I guess sometimes I forget that even though I'm old and experienced and I think I got everything figured out, that I don't. And but anyway, we scored better than the world average and the state average on every single multiple choice component. A couple of them we even scored like more than we got, like that. Like the average correct was 6, and we had like 7.4 correct. So it was the score, that was fantastic. On the FRQ, we did better than the world and state average on everything except question 6. And we were 0.2 points lower than the world average, and 0.1 lower than the Texas average. I think we tied the Texas average, actually, if I think about it. But they give you these little green stamps, and you guys just absolutely killed that as far as but as far as the actual, when they do it by I'm looking for the word I want. It's like component. There's another word for it, but I've lost it. So a standard, that it's not even that complicated of a word, but we dominated by standards. But again, we had the most common score was a 3 this year. But again, when the most common score is 3 and you have above a 3 average, then that means more 4s and 5s than 2s and 1s. So that's great. Again, I don't think we'll be audited, so that might be okay. But I don't know. Like I said, it's the two most plausible is the harder test would have been better for us. And unfortunately, last year there was probably a lot more cheaty 5s, because this year the test wasn't available as easy. But I also, at the same time, that might not be it, because we know the physics test got out again, and that'd be pretty impressive, being that it was a brand new test. But I guess where there's a will, there's a way. But anyway, I'm still very proud of this group. I still think you're the best damn group of students I've ever had in 27 years of teaching. And even though I would have liked more, I'm still very proud of the results. And I hope you're very proud of the score that you got, and that you earned it. And the last thing I'll say was, I was going through all the individual scores, and it seemed like there were a lot of 2s that did very good on multiple choice tests throughout the year and did poor on the FRQ test. And I guess you can figure out what that means all by yourself. But you guys know who you are, and some of you are still pretty young, and maybe you'll learn from it and stop cheating your way through it. But I would rather have you get a 3 by earning it and getting better and smarter than cheating a 5, because I like scores, but I want you getting that credit and learning and just becoming a better, smarter person. So anyway, not quite the showboat that I was hoping, but because I already said, I'm gonna say it one more time, best damn group of students I ever had.